Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality.
Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on? Hold on, it's my kid. What is she calling me for?
Welcome, everyone, to the Comic Collectables Show with Rantin' Rex and Rockin' Robbie. Here on this beautiful Festivus evening, it's time for everybody to air their grievances in the chat. What's really irked you this year, y'all? It's time to let everybody know how much they've disappointed you.
So, you are doing Karate Kid?
Karate Kid is where we're starting PCP Movie Night for 2025. PCP Movie Night is off for the next 2 weeks, but tonight is our 7th annual Festivus stream. That's right. We're going to erect the Festivus pole. We're going to air our grievances and show off and declare our feats of strength. So that will be tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. We already got the poll up, as you can see. There's the Festivus, the official PCP Festivus poll, which is actually an aluminum pole from a fence from a construction site that a homie of mine stole for me. So there you go. Hello? Is that me?
No, it was me. I accidentally touched the remote and switched the screen off, so I couldn't hear a word that you were saying.
Oh, it's Festivus time, man. It's Festivus time, man. That's what it's all about tonight.
So, all right. So, what'd you say?
Festivus. We're doing the Festivus stream tonight. It's our 7th annual Festivus stream, where me and the PCP Army, we get to gather. We have the PCP Festivus poll right there, and we're going to air our grievances and show our feats of strength. So this is the 7th year in a row that we're doing that. That's our holiday.
So what are you doing for Karate Kid?
Karate Kid is the kickoff of PCP Movie Night for January.
Right, I know. But which movies in that series are you reviewing?
We're doing them all, Rex. It's a franchise review. We're doing all 5 Karate Kid.
When you say all, what do you mean?
I mean Karate Kid Part 2, Part 3, next Karate Kid, and then the one with Jackie Chan, which I've never seen, so it'll be my first time watching that one.
Never saw that one.
I've never seen that one. And it's a good way to kind of watch them all again as Cobra Kai's approaching its end. Plus, you got the new Karate Kid coming out in May, so heck yeah.
Is it May? Is that the release date?
Yeah,
it's May
30th or something like that. Did you see the trailer? They put out the trailer. It seems neat.
I have not. I will look though.
Yeah, so it's got Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan in it.
They're training
together a new kid. The new kid, by the way, looks way more advanced in karate than anybody that's ever been in Karate Kid. So,
so I got to be honest. You know, the Jackie Chan Karate Kid. I see what they were doing, but I got to admit, Will Smith's kid, I don't know. I think he kind of ruined it.
Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't bring him back. So
yeah, and they kept they tried to carbon copy the story in a new setting, and it just didn't work. It just didn't really work. They tried you'll see. There's a one-to-one comparison to all the characters. Okay, you could say this one was that one was this Mr. Miyagi. The whole thing was just they tried to flip it, carbon copy it, just in a different venue.
Yeah.
Instead of California, it was in China. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the new one, because what's cool is that Jackie Chan didn't play Mr. Miyagi. He played a different character, right? So they're having it so that like that dude learned from Mr. Miyagi as well. And so like the whole tag of the new movie is that one tree, two branches or something like that, right? And so Jackie Chan's character has to get Daniel LaRusso to come in and help train this new Karate Kid who looks like he's pretty advanced already in skill level, but I'm sure there's a lack of balance probably in him or something like that. But everybody like Karate Kid, that whole franchise, or especially that first movie, is not necessarily about learning karate or learning how to fight or defend yourself. It's about learning balance, right? And that's really what that movie is about. So I'm really excited to dive back into that. That's one of my favorites.
The first one was just, it was a masterpiece. The second one, they tried to do the same thing with the same formula. Let's move it to Japan kind of thing.
Yeah, but the cool thing about part 2 is they get that awesome ice chopping stuff, man. Like I remember being a kid loving eating that up. Now, Karate Kid 3 and next Karate Kid, they're not near the level of
3 was getting old. Okay, 3 they were trying to the love interest wasn't really a love interest. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird. We're
the best part about 3 was
that, but we're not really going to.
Yeah, the best part about 3 was bringing the focus back into Cobra Kai, and honestly, the best part about Karate Kid Part 3 is what it set up for Cobra Kai, which I'm a huge Cobra Kai fan. So you don't get Terry Silver in Cobra Kai without him being in Part 3, and I loved him. Man, that whole thing, like man can't see, man can't fight, man can't breathe, man can't fight, and so you got more into that Cobra Kai mentality in Part 3.
Next Karate Kid, as Jay's saying, Hilary Swank, great actress, but it did not work, man. Did not even come close.
That's the one I'm not looking forward to revisiting.
Yeah, that one was just not good, which is a shame. Let's see, weird. Yeah, they kind of should have, but now that they didn't, now that then you got Cobra Kai and that's found its own success. I don't know. Maybe there's a way you could do it. Who knows? All right, so let's do shout outs. All right. So I'm expecting we're not going to see quite the audience we normally see. It is Christmas Eve, as Ed Weird pointed out. So I hope everyone is going to have a safe holiday, obviously. And one with lots of family and friends. It's been an interesting year. I will say that much, for me especially. So shout out to Preston, TJ, Mr. Nope. What's up, man? So I got to tell a story about the Punisher core cover. Let's see. I said TJ. Who else in the house? CJ, Triple B, Commander and Beef. What's up, guys? Let's see. Ed Weird. Did I say hello to Ed Weird? I think I did. Miguel, what's up? Oh, Miguel. So we did invoice out the giveaway that you won. We don't usually send that invoice to the customer because there's nothing to really pay. So you'll get an email once it ships. I don't know if it's shipped yet, but once it does, because your email's in shipping computer.
Speaking of Miguel, hello, Robbie. Speaking of Miguel, I want to show off what we have, what he purchased. Because
all right, time out. Let me finish shout outs. So I said hello to Miguel. Hey, Johnny.
He shut you down, Alex, man.
So rude, dude. I'm shouting out to all the group, and he's like, so I had to shut him down. Mr. Nope, what's up, man? All right, and Bar Lord, Stevie B, Becky Bate, Kenneth Bird, Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Mike Asbill, what's up, man? And Commander and Beef. Oh, good. You were happy with 10-pack. Awesome. All right, go ahead, Alex.
All right. So Miguel ordered a Thundercats #1 J. Lee line art Virgin Dynamite.com exclusive with a special J. Lee Thundercats sketch. These arrived today. Now, currently, they're sold out. We hope to have some more back in stock soon. So I want to give everybody just an idea of what it is. But this is debuting right now for Miguel. So Miguel, check out your sketch, J. Lee. Lion-O right there. So
that's so cool.
Congratulations. Again, this is a Dynamite.com exclusive. However, these are currently sold out. We hope to get more soon. I just wanted to show off the awesome artwork of J. Lee for Miguel.
All right. So there you go. Good one, Miguel. All right. So the winner from last week's comments is Preston. Is he in the room? I did not see him in the room. That's all right. So Preston, because Merry Comic Month in Cornica. So there you go. So Preston's the winner. He gets the FF295. All right. There you go. Congrats, Preston, if you show up. If you don't. All right. So tonight's giveaway is Red Sonja Empire of the Dam #2 cosplay cover. And hashtag EXP Monday, all lowercase. You guys know the drill. Put it one time in chat, and we'll do the drawing towards the end of the show. There we go.
You know, speaking of Hanukkah, this is one of those crazy years where Hanukkah starts the evening of Christmas night, which I think is super cool. That's kind of interesting.
I did not know that.
Yep, it starts Wednesday night at sundown is when Hanukkah officially starts.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of late. I do know they use the lunar calendar as opposed to the normal one. Because Chinese New Year's also shifts because they use the lunar calendar as well to measure that. So, but I did not know that. But I am looking forward to your Karate Kid reviews because that to me, that franchise was so iconic. I mean, did anybody read today? Crocodile Dundee passed away.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he passed away. He was 90. I didn't realize he was that old. But then again, he was in his mid to late 40s when he made those movies. So kind of makes sense. But that was very much around the same time as Karate Kid, right?
Yeah, and I remember. Now I did hear today that I can't remember his name right now, but the guy that was in Fright Night and I think he was in Die Hard 2. He passed away today. What's his name?
No,
he was he was the police guy in Fright Night.
Yeah, I just
Art Evans. Art Evans passed away.
It's just kind of weird. I feel like everyone that I grew up with who was a movie star or an athlete. So Ricky Henderson passed away.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson. Yeah,
that was shocking to hear. I mean, that was a guy I watched. I watched him when he played for the A's. I watched him when he was, Paul Hogan just died, dude. He was 90. Jay. I watched him. There was a season when he played for the Camden River Sharks, not too far away from here where we live. That team is now defunct. It was an independent league. So they were not even single A. And by that time, he was well in his 40s, maybe close to 50. And he wanted to come back. So I got to watch him play then, too. It was a short period of time. It just, it was like nobody. Yeah, Commander in Beef, he was definitely. Ricky Henderson was one of the, because I used to be in the sports side of the business. One of the nice guys, would sign autographs all day long, was always nice to kids.
And no one's ever breaking his record. You know what I'm saying? Like that seems very impossible. Kind of like the Joe DiMaggio record. Those are the two that I think will stand for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I mean, nobody. I mean, the man could just steal on demand. I mean, it was just. I've never seen a leadoff hitter and he was ended his career well over 300 hitting, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I grew up a big A's fan because our farm team here was the Huntsville Stars, and they were initially a farm team for the Athletics. So I was a big fan of him, and then of course he wound up playing for the Yankees for a little bit. So there's that legacy is tied to it. So one of the greatest ball players, definitely the best base runner we've ever seen in the game. I think.
Y'all got clickbaited. It's the crocodile that died.
No.
Yeah,
really?
He's 85. Paul Hogan's 85.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. It's the crocodile that died.
No, really?
Because it got me this morning too.
No kidding. Oh my God.
Yeah, Jay's right. It's the crocodile, Bert, that died at over 90 years old.
Oh my God.
Paul Hogan woke up thinking he was dead too, man.
Like really go, what? What the heck? Oh man, that is too funny. All right, so let's get started. As always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we got it for $5. Sorry, Triple B, my bad. You can tell I don't read the stories. I read the headlines. Crocodile.
You sort of read the headlines. You just see a name and say he died, and so you didn't even read the headline then, didn't you?
It kind of makes sense. I mean, he is old.
You're like 90 years old. That makes sense.
Sorry. Well, he's 85, so I wasn't that far off. All right. DF Grab Bag revamped. 15 books for $10. And then, of course, the DF Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. We usually sell for $100. Before Christmas, I'm going to do it one more time for $85. All right. So this is the part. I forget who said something about it. Invincible Iron Man with Punisher cover sketch by Jessica Court. Let's go. All right. So,
wow.
Just so everyone knows, it's already claimed by Ron. Ron emailed me this morning. I come in the office and there's an email waiting there for me, and he claimed it.
Ron had a claim before John got to it, right?
Big John Castle claimed it as well. Now, John said, never mind, but I'm going to, just for John, I'm going to request that Jessica, and she's real busy for us, I know that, but I'm going to request that she make another one for Big John Castle. Got to. But I had to show it because that is banging. All right.
Yeah, that's dope. Does Frank Castle smoke though? I didn't know if Frank Castle smoked. It looks cool.
I don't know. I have no idea. But it really does kind of complete the look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that looks great.
No, I don't know what prompted her to do that, but I love it. I knew it was going to go. She has gotten, not that she wasn't great before, but now she's gotten so much better. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, she's hit another level, man. She really has.
Yeah, she has, right? And it's not just me. I think I noticed it with the Reverse Flash. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, let me see this. Not dead yet. All right, TJ. All right. Okay. So I got clickbaited. All right. But yeah, it's just something happened in the course of this year. She just turned the corner. I don't know what you want to call it. And again, it wasn't, her art prior to this was awesome, but there was something about it. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe the airbrush back.
I think it's the airbrush has a lot to do with it. I think it's really given a lot of depth and dimension to the
maybe that's it, the shadows. I don't know. It's just visually impactful. Canadian, what's up, man? It's just, I don't know. Again, it's just amazing to me. So there you go. So Ron claimed it. Ron, it turns out, works out on the nights we have the show. So he's been missing a lot. So in the future, I may try to send him, and I've done in the past. And this is for everyone else. You see something you like, you can claim it ahead of time if you want. All right. It's okay. You can always, you see something or, that you want, you can send me an email and claim it prior to the show. All right. And you can do that after. If you're watching on Rewind, you can claim items that we had on the show, provided it's still available. With sketch covers, some of the back issues we have. Yeah, it does have a Clive Owen vibe. I agree. Though a lot of things that we have are one of a kind, but Dynamite books, we definitely have more than one. Okay, some ratios have more than one, so it never, and sometimes it doesn't sell. So you're always welcome to go ahead, if you're watching the show on Rewind, hit the submission form. If you have my email, you can email me. You can certainly try to claim something after the fact. All right. So next up, we got Hulk #1 with the Galactus cover sketch. It's just a retail of $149.99. And we have this one for $65 tonight. And you know what? But it's still Christmas, so I'm going to do, you get 2 sketch covers. I'll do 2 for $100. All right. So you're getting each one for $50. All right. Next up, we got Batman #145 with Batman cover sketch by Dan Eilinger. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have for $65. Commander in Beef. I did not notice that, but I didn't really look. I'm always so mesmerized by her art. All right, this one's kind of cool. Avengers #1 with the Death of Thor cover sketch by Will Torres. Homaging Death of Superman, if you remember, guys. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like that. I like the look of this. This is nice.
Yeah, I do too. I do. It grabbed me. So for me, when these sketch covers come in and Mariano hands me a stack, it's usually, I look at them and it's always the ones, certain ones just reach out and grab me. Jessica Court stuff has been, just every time she does something, it's lately, it's been just reaching out, grabbing me. This one as well by Will Torres. I was like, wow, this looks familiar. And then Mariano put a little note on it. Homage, Death Superman. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Triple B. PG-13, man. All right. So next up, we got Superior Spider-Man #1 with the Rocket Raccoon cover sketch by Tracy Medina. This one, when you see it up close, the texture's good. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65. So I want to talk about that too. And we'll pick it up when we get back from break. But something for everyone to think about. I want to know what everyone's impression of the Superman trailer was. I just, I've now watched it a couple times. I think adding Crypto the dog really helps because you've got a segment of the population that loves dogs. Okay, I do. So that to me was kind of cool. I liked it. They kept the original music, or more or less, just altered a little bit. But I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks, including you, Robbie, including Jay. So, all right. So we got to go to our first break. So we're going to do that. Hang out. We'll be right back.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to.
So that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
We're back. All right. So, what happened to Robbie? Did we lose him?
There he is.
Sorry, I had a catastrophe. This Festivus pole fell and knocked a bunch of stuff over, so I'm gonna have to secure that for later. So I'm just gonna hold it.
Like you're the emperor. Then you're sitting on your throne with your staff.
It totally fell over, and I got a big stack of like books over there, and it just knocked them all over. And I was just like, no.
All right, so Robbie, what did you think of the trailer?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved the music. You mentioned that. I like that they're doing the John Williams stuff. Mm-hmm. I like the look of the movie. Crypto warmed my heart. I like that they started the trailer with a broken Superman to show us that this isn't necessarily a movie about power. It's a movie about the character. I don't know. I really liked the movie. It gave me chills. Or I really liked the trailer. It gave me chills. I watched it so many times. And I'm very, very hopeful for this movie, but I loved every single bit of it. And I'm a huge Nicholas Hoult fan. And one of my favorite comic book characters of all time is Lex Luthor. So I got really, really stoked seeing him. There's that moment where Superman's flying right, like by the window, and Lex sees him, turns around, just looks super angry. And I'm really pumped for this movie. Guy Gardner looks exactly like he should. Mr. Terrific and Hot Girl look great. Metamorpho looks cool. I am beyond pumped for this movie. I thought they killed that trailer. I thought they absolutely nailed it.
Now, I heard there is an alternate trailer. Is that true?
I haven't heard about that. Now, there was the little teaser that they did before, and the teaser's great too because it has like this like choral version of the Superman theme that's really, really like chilling to listen to. But I really like it. I think Nicholas Hoult and I think David Cornsweet, I think they're going to just absolutely slay these roles. And I'm very, very hyped for this movie.
So I hope it's good. I think it will be good. I think, James Gunn is an excellent director. But it's just been so long. How long have we been talking about this? I mean, years
Since
now.
It was announced, but it takes a long time to make these movies, Rex. That's what we used to always try to tell you, man. Just let them cook, man. And now look at it, man. It looks great. And the real annoying part, and since it is Festivus, I'll go ahead and air this grievance, right? I like all the people that come out, they're like, oh, most of them are like Snyder fans. I'm a Snyder fan too, right? Like I've not been shy about talking about that. I like the Snyderverse too, but nobody who's got any level of nerd intelligence cannot agree that the DCEU was a failure. It didn't work. It didn't do what DC wanted or needed it to do. They needed to do a change. And so many people come up and they're just trying to pick apart the trailer, and everything they're picking apart to me is just the silliest thing. But, to each their own. We're going to respond to different things in different ways, but I love love this trailer.
I think part of the problem is that Schneider has this fan base, and they're just maniacal almost in a way. It's like I saw the movies; they were okay. The Snyder version was okay, but then you killed it by releasing a black and white version, the extended version. It just, after a while, I was like, dude, it was a so-so movie. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't great. All right.
Yeah.
And
when I'm first watching that trailer, Rex, and he's laying there bloody in the Arctic snow, and he starts that whistle, I got so excited because I knew what that was. I knew Crypto was on his way, and Crypto looks so adorable. That's a good boy. We all just wish we could find somebody who loves us as much as Crypto loves the Superman. You know what I'm saying?
I got to admit that was a brilliant move. Okay, how many people watch? It's like even I do. Okay, watch dog videos. That kind of thing. You got so many dog lovers that introducing Crypto is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. You're gonna capture it. How does the dog not look cute?
Yeah.
Every dog.
And it's based on James Gunn's dog too, because I know some people were complaining that it wasn't a lab, like Crypto typically is portrayed. But don't worry, if Zack Snyder would have done Crypto, it would have been some kind of gnarly, like tiger looking thing or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But I also love the bit Eddie was talking about that, when he's like, Crypto home, take me home. And I think that's like a big statement that James is making in this trailer, is that regardless of what you think about what's happened in between, it's time to take these characters home, back to those roots of like optimism, DC Comics, what we know those heroes for, mythological, but at the same time, very grounded. And I loved it. I thought the trailer looked amazing.
All right. Since it'll be easier for me real quick, instead of typing it, as a huge Zack Snyder fan, I was a fan of that universe. I'm a bigger Superman fan. Okay. I live reacted to this trailer when it came out, and I teared up as soon as I heard the chord hit. And even though I have said many, many times, I don't dig the suit, but I'm not a fan of the new 52 suit and the collars. This is going to be somebody's first Superman. This is going to be somebody's first suit. This is going to make somebody fall in love with Superman. And as a lifelong Superman fan, that's all I can hope for. 40 years from now, and people that watch me know that I've said this a million times, 40 years from now, people are going to be talking about, the new guy's okay, but man, he's no corn sweat. And that's exactly what I'm hoping for. I want people to love Superman as much as I do, and I think Gunn's going to do it.
All right, so Miguel felt
and Jay loves Superman as much as Crypto does. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Jay heard that whistle, he'd be running down the Arctic tundra himself.
100%.
You think Jimmy's going to have a signal watch by the end of it? I guarantee it. I bet he already has one. So we need to find out. But am I the biggest Lex Luthor stan, though, in the world, dude? Because I love Lex Luthor and I love Nicholas Hoult. And I am so excited to finally... I don't know if we've ever really gotten a proper Lex in film. Like, I'm not saying I like Gene Hackman and what he did, but was anybody else irked that he refused to shave his head and that kind of stuff in that first movie? Like, there are elements of it, right? But there are elements in all the Lex Luthors that are cool, like Kevin Spacey, Michael Rosenbaum. Apparently, the guy who was in Superman and Lois did pretty good. John Cryer, is that who played him there?
Michael Cudlitz.
Michael Cudlitz, my bad. But I am really, really pumped for Lex in this movie in particular, because I'm such a fan of that character.
I hear you. Well, at least it's finally coming out. My God.
Well, what did you think about the trailer, Rex?
I liked it. But again, the trailers, I mean, the Flash trailer wasn't bad.
X-Men Origins Wolverine had a great trailer too, didn't it?
What's that?
X-Men Origins Wolverine had a great trailer too, but
exactly.
that movie...
You can make any trailer look good because it's a few minutes captured, right? Good editor, you can make it all look good. So, but I mean, I do have more hope for this than I did for Flash and for Madam Web and so on and so forth. But we'll see. The trailer does not guarantee anything, unfortunately, but we'll find out. All right, so the last sketch cover of the night, Avengers #1 with Taskmaster, cover sketch by Ken Hazer. We've got this one for $50. All right, so
It's always nice to see some Ken Hazer on the show, right?
Yeah, I know. He's so busy. We got him doing so many different things. But I'm glad we were able to get something from him. All right, so quick recap. So first we got Hulk #1 with Galactus cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. And we have this for $65. Then we got Batman #145 with Batman cover sketch by Dan Neilinger. Just a retail of $149.99. And we have for $65. Then we got Avengers #1 with Death of Thor cover sketch by Will Torres. Death of Superman homage. It's just a retail of $150, and we have for $65. Then Superior Spider-Man with the Rocket Raccoon cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just a retail of $150, and we have that for $65. And then finally, Avengers #1 with Taskmaster, a cover sketch by Ken Hazer. This one we have at a basement bargain price of $50. All right, let's do the back issues. So first up, we got Philadelphia #8. This is cover B variant. And we got this for $5, and it is a 9.2. Yeah, no, TJ, that's a good point. Crypto did look a lot like Tintin. Or Snowy from Tintin, right? And we got Nick in here.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Festivus to everybody. And I don't know if anybody's claiming anything today, but everybody's going to get a free limited edition card with their purchase.
Limited edition card.
Yep. Might be one of our limited edition Kickstarter promo cards or a signed card. We'll figure it out. So, hey, TJ, how are you? So, I guess I'll go read the Miguel Barlord comments.
Why?
I think they're debating the cinematography in the Superman trailer. I think.
Superman trailer.
Oh,
yeah, we were talking about that for a little bit.
Come on, who doesn't like a dog?
Miguel's actually, as we found out from the movie business. So
all right,
he made a comment about cinematography. I'm not that sophisticated.
Nick, what did you think about the Superman trailer? Do you like it?
Who doesn't like a dog saving a human?
That's
Come
true.
on.
I gotta admit, the dog was a very smart.
Come on, Timmy was in the well. He had to tell Superman.
Crypto's going to be the star of that movie. Y'all just wait and see, right? Like, for sure.
I actually, believe it or not, I actually believe that James Gunn is a genius. So what he's going to do with this movie is going to be great. I have all the faith in the world. Garth Wang, I don't think the dog will get hurt.
It's a super dog, so
yeah.
I mean, come on.
You know what? I got to tell you, when you think of every Superman movie today, none have had this kind of impact. 250 million views on YouTube in what, 24 hours?
Yeah, the first one I want to say with Christopher Reeves. Okay, and YouTube didn't exist back then.
I understand that.
I
just
feel
saying
from
that,
an impact standpoint, that was the first superhero movie.
And that's when people didn't expect anything from superhero movies, because the last
Exactly,
thing that happened was the Batman TV show.
Yeah, exactly. And the last Superman anything was the George Reeves Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kryptonite milk bones in the movie for Lorena. Man.
Yeah, if anything negative happens to Crypto, we all are going to revolt on the whole new DCU. So I'm sure Crypto's safe, at least in this movie. Yeah. Now, eventually,
I think Crypto's safer than Superman. I do like what he did with Clark Kent, giving him the curly hair, so you don't.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting.
Did you also notice in that scene when he's walking down the street and David Cornsweat's like 6 something, right? But he's towering over everybody else. Like he's super tall. So.
He's like 6'8" or something I read. So he's a tall dude.
Yeah, he's a tall dude. It looks great. Yeah, his Clark looked amazing. Superman looked good.
So basically, it's not the hair that's going to give him away. It's the height.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for
I mean,
sure.
the hair, I get it. You know, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, for years, are people stupid? I mean, he puts on a pair of glasses, he's not the
Well,
same guy.
you got to keep in mind, at least in the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, I mean, his hair was kind of like a alfalfa hair.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. And the way he behaved.
Exactly.
And he slouched.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
That's the one thing Henry Cavill didn't have was like a Clark Kent that looked different at all to Superman. Like you see Henry Cavill with the glasses, you're like, that's Superman, bro. Like,
yeah, he didn't change his mannerisms. He didn't really.
Although
and that's what Christopher Reeve did so well was he acted very different as Clark versus Superman.
Yes,
So I'm excited to see it here.
You're right.
What I will say is, though, I did enjoy Henry Cavill as Superman. I thought he was good.
Me too.
I thought he was all right.
I know that
And he was shorter than Batman, so that was a problem.
Really, he was the same height as Christopher Reeve. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, that's right. Christopher Reeve was tall.
Yeah, he was.
The slouching is what did it then. It was the slouching.
Everything.
It's kind of like
acted.
Grease. What was John Travolta's number 2 guy? I forget his name.
Oh yeah,
he had a slouch the whole time because he was taller than John Travolta, and nobody wanted him to be taller than John Travolta.
Kaneki.
Yeah,
Kaneki. So it was the whole way that Christopher Reeve acted as Clark Kent. He was nerdy. He pushed up his glasses a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it was good acting. You know, you get away with it. I just feel like Cavill never. He just looked like the same dude.
You see it in that moment, like you see it in that moment where he like Lois finds out that he's Superman or whatever, and he stands up straight, and like you can see it in that moment. Like it's really well done.
That's one of the best scenes in Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, when Superman reveals it to Lois.
Hey Tracy, what's up,
they
man?
Cut that for the original, but the extended scene is just literally the best Superman scene in that movie because you see him as Clark and as Superman, and just the exact manner that he does to get in the character of both of those.
Yep.
Okay, so did not see Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. Have not seen that yet.
I did see that one. He was okay.
So
I really like that movie. I really like that one. I feel like I'm one of the only ones.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either.
All right, so who's everybody's favorite and least favorite Lois Lane? That's the question of the day. Because I got to tell you,
that's a good
Margot Kidder really set the bar. I mean, you notice how many. I mean, Erica. First of all, I never saw Smallville, so
I didn't like Margot Kidder because her Lois Lane was like a pain in the butt, you
right?
know? And
but that's Lois, though, right? Like Lois is that like pesky reporter, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
I'll be honest. My favorite is Terry Hatcher. Like I've always had a crush on Terry Hatcher, so I love her as Lois.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also got to see the new Superman TV series. I haven't seen that yet as well. My brother raves about it. So
yeah, I've been meaning to catch up on that. Kate Bosworth, yeah, she was probably the weakest.
I didn't mind Kate Bosworth, but
she wasn't
definitely
bad. Like,
yeah,
didn't make really an impression. I don't know.
Jay's very disappointed that we haven't watched the Superman and Lois show, by the way, because I think he's a huge fan of that series.
Humongous fan. Tyler Hoechlin has become now. Christopher Reeve and George Reeves get their own classification with me, but as 2000s era, Tyler Hoechlin has become my favorite Superman. His Clark and his Superman are just phenomenal.
So we had this conversation on Friday, but where does anybody remember Tyler's first movie appearance? And Jay, you can't say it. Where do you
don't know.
I'll give you a hint. It was 20 years ago.
It was how many years ago?
20, give or take.
Based off a comic.
Road to Perdition. TJ got it.
Oh, he's in Road to Perdition? Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, he was a little kid.
Oh, wow. James Bond's in that movie, too.
Yes, he is.
That's a great movie. That was Sam Mendes' follow-up to American Beauty. Yeah, is that Max Allan Collins? Right? That's Max Allan Collins' work, right? Yeah.
So, all right, guys, I wanted to say hi. I wanted to wish everybody the best and tell everybody we're going to give a free gift. And if you don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel. And leave a comment after the show. It also helps.
You will enter, and that's the best way to win something, guys. because sometimes the comments are light, so I got like 6 or 8 people to choose from. Your odds are much better than the giveaway during the show.
Just say something to make Rex laugh. You're going to be a shoo-in. So
what's that?
Just make write a comment to make you laugh.
It makes me laugh. I stopped running the randomizer on that. I just read the comments, and the one that's funniest to me is the winner. So that's pretty much the way I did it. So be sure to leave a comment.
Let's see. Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? Yeah, that's one of the greatest Superman stories of all time. You want to know what 2 of the best Superman books ever written are? Let me see what Robbie thinks. What do you think are 2 of the best Superman books ever written?
For me personally, I would go Morrison and Quitely's All-Star Superman, and then John Byrne's Man of Steel. That's my 2 personal favorites.
So when Mark Millar was doing Superman Adventures before Ultimates in the late 90s,
yep,
that's fantastic. And quite possibly the greatest Superman stories ever told are the Supreme stories that Alan Moore wrote.
You're right about that, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, those were some of the best Superman stories.
Yeah, and I love Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow too, but let's hope that James isn't taking too much influence from there, because there's a very sad death of crypto scene in that movie. I mean, in that comic. I don't want to see that yet.
But it was
also Darwin Cook did some really good stuff with the Superman Kryptonite. That was really good too. I like that. I like For All Seasons as well. That's pretty good too.
I know a lot of people have been saying that about All-Star Superman, like they're afraid of some of the elements, but I think the elements that he's pulling is the most powerful scene in that book to me, because it's not one of my favorites. I like All-Star Superman, but it's the woman on the ledge, and Superman stays with her. You know, we've got all the problems in the world going on, and Superman stays with this person, is like, you're worth it, and I'm here for you.
Yeah,
that's the things I think James is going to pull from that story. Is just
he's pulling from a bunch. It's not just from All-Star, right? And I also really love Paul Dini and Alex Ross Superman Peace on Earth. I really like that one too.
You know, and the one thing I'll say is, and that's the hard part about putting a Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow or Peace on Earth. You know, those stories that are like one and dones or very short lived. You know, it's hard to put them in that class, because you kind of want to think long form. Who told great Superman stories over time? I don't want to say it's easier to tell great stories in an issue or 2, but when you're putting all the best in one thing, I mean, look, again, I love Superman, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, but if that was a regular Superman run, you know, how would it, you know, I mean, because a lot happened in 2 issues. A lot happened. So, but I will say, Luthor taken over by Brainiac was pretty inspired in and of itself. So,
yeah, my favorite long form run on Superman would have been John Byrne. I just love what John Byrne did with those titles in the 80s.
John is, you know, when you look at John's career in the 70s to the early 90s, he was probably one of the most inspired creators, and a creator who thought about a lot of stuff before he did it. I mean, making Lex Luthor the genius capitalist, that was pretty cool.
A lot of people don't even realize that that's where that started, right, Nick? That's where the whole corporate Luthor thing started, was John Byrne. Before that, he was just mad scientist, right?
Exactly. Superboy's friend as a kid when Superboy got him bald. You know, I mean, all Superboy did was speed up time. You know, we're all going to go bald. Yeah, no, this is actually really cool. James Marsters as Brainiac. See, I got to watch Smallville. I really got to watch Smallville. But now, listen, everybody, have a safe holiday, and you know, enjoy time with your family. World's messed up enough. Let's all try and make the most out of life and enjoy life a little bit. Let's all hug our loved ones, because the world has taught us anything is expect the unexpected.
That's for sure.
To quote Patrick Swayze, in the better Roadhouse. Just saying.
I would agree.
You're right about that.
Yeah, the latest one was not good.
Now, you know what? Here's the funny part. Pam and I watched it. She watched it before the Patrick Swayze one. And when I said to her, time to watch the original Roadhouse, she's like, well, actually, the one I saw first is the original to me. I was like, damn, she's right.
So that one, the fight scenes were better. The choreography in terms of the fight scenes, I thought was better in the newest one. But the storyline, By the way,
if nobody saw the movie, sorry, spoiler alert, it's 8 months old at this point.
Yeah, true.
I actually only had one qualm with the new movie.
What's that?
I only had one problem. When Conor McGregor shows up and starts beating everybody up, Dalton just sits there. Like in the first movie, when the guy was beating everybody up, like everybody was fighting him and he was watching everybody fight. But on this one, he was just, and then all of a sudden he starts yelling, "What? And then he starts walking towards him. To me, that was like, why are you waiting there? You know you're going to get in the middle of the fight.
I just didn't like what they did to the Dalton character. In the first one, he was a very smart, well-read guy. Yeah. And he said these things and he acted this way. Yeah. And, this one was just some MMA loser who ended up here because he had nowhere to go.
Well, but because he killed somebody, he accidentally killed somebody in the ring.
Yeah, I understand that, but then you just happen to be here and you kind of fell into this, as opposed to I don't know. I didn't like the character.
Like I said, that was my biggest qualm with it. Is just there was no reason for him to set aside watching everybody get beat up.
Yeah,
that was the one thing where I'm like, all right, but look, I got a bunch of it. Not all of it, but and look, they actually listen. Unlike most remakes these days, they actually try to put a lot of levels into this. The bad guys have different levels. The guy, whatever, the son of the father criminal trying to put it all together. It had its moments. So.
Be careful, Marcus. The idiots are out at this time of year, man.
Yeah, be real careful.
Preston, hey, bud. We sold one. That was before the show started, though. Rob bought the court piece.
Somebody, Spider-Man, Batman, great Bagley art. Daredevil, obviously, I'm a big Daredevil fan. I got to tell you, the commission cover art, you got to love the homage. Oh, my God. That is a great Death of Superman homage. That's pretty cool. The Batman's killer. All right, guys, start claiming.
So, Preston, you won the comments giveaway last week. It's FF number 295. Just want to let you know, buddy. All right. So, Jay, I forgot about the second break. So let's go ahead and take that, and we'll come right back and we'll dive in the books. We're doing back issues next. All right. Here we go. Hang on.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Rap hitting, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cloth was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's Sketch Up with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new projects.
So it takes place in this fantasy world where the world has kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
while the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on this
And
shadow.
they're sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got some a little bit of time.
Ooh, Phil, that's dope, dude.
Sketch Up with Mog and Mel, Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Hey, we're back. Hey, Easy Go Lucky. What's going on, bud? All right, so here we go. So next up, we got Lumberjanes number 1. It is a 9.4, and we got it for $5. All right, then next up, we got Something is Killing the Children number 20. Is also 9.4, and we have this for $5 as well. All right, so this is next up. We got Spider-Man and Batman, 9.0 to a 9.2, and we have this one for 20.
Absolute great comic. Love this one.
Oh, the cover's embossed as well. I don't know if anybody knew that. You can't really see it when you see it.
Embossed cover by Bagley, interior work from Bagley. Such a cool book that is very rarely going to be reprinted. You know, Marvel and DC just did the omnibuses, but that means it's going to be another 20 years for any of that stuff gets reprinted, probably, right? This is your best way to get this single issue for sure.
All right, then we have the Shadow number 1 from 1973. This is a 7.0, and we have this for $15.
It's a dope cover too. I really like the perspective on that city and the train. That's really cool looking.
Yep, subway. All right. Then next up, we have Wonder Woman number 188 from 1970. It's a 5.0. All right. Then we got Wonder Woman number 1, the volume 2 version from 1987. This is 7.5, and we have this for 15.
Start of an iconic run by George Perez. Fantastic stuff.
All right. I got you, Becky. All right. Ed Weird. Yeah, Ed Weird. I know, man. I know how you're feeling. Me neither. It just, I don't know. Just this year's been weird. So many levels. But at least I found out Crocodile Dundee is not dead. That's good news.
And Paul Hogan's still alive. Do you think he woke up, saw the article, halfway read it like you did, Rex, and went to the doctor to make sure he wasn't dead?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. But I do know he was in his 40s when that movie came out. I think it was mid to late 40s. He was old. He was older anyway. All right. Next up, we got Avengers number 125 from 1974. It's a 6.0, and we have that for 20. Ooh, yeah, Triple B, Sweetie Candy unboxing. There's the link for it. Definitely check it out. Yeah. You missed all the fun, Marcus. I got it wrong. I thought Paul Hogan died. It turned out to be the crocodile of all things. All right. So then we got Avengers number 135 from 1975. And it's a 4.5, and we have this one for 15. Yeah, I am the last person to ask.
Yeah, we've said it before. I'll say it again. Iron Man with the nose was one of the most misguided things Marvel ever did.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. This one has the nose cover on the cover. Yeah, it made him look like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, looks too much like Doctor Doom with that widow's peak and that nose and the mouth. I mean, that looks like Doctor Doom. They just like maybe it was supposed to be Doctor Doom, and then the color artist didn't get the memo.
All right. Next up, we got Captain America number 180 from 1974. First appearance, Nomad.
Yep, and everybody right now, you know that Chris Evans is confirmed to come back for the Avengers films, the next two Avengers films, and the rumors are that he's playing Nomad. And you're right, Corey. The crocodile did die, unfortunately, from polyps.
All right, so from what?
Polyps. The crocodile had polyps, man.
Just
you
like
remember
Jesus.
the polyps bit, right? That's like one of my favorite things this year.
Of course. Are you kidding me?
What happened to Jesus' cousin? I just want to know if Jesus' cousin is still okay.
Corey, that bot was honest, man. It was just, it was like, it was faster than, was it Jay? Yeah, it was Jay, right? Jay, you were producer that day, right?
Yeah, that was me. That was a fun one.
Yeah, I mean, it was coming faster than you can get rid of him. It was just, that bot was on fire, man. It was just burning us every 2 seconds. Jesus has polyps. Jesus is whatever had polyps. I was like, oh my God. All right. Next up, we got Daredevil number 5 from 1964. It is a 5.0. And we have that for 75.
Signed by Ghost.
Signed by Ghost.
Yeah.
A special Ghost cover. All right. Then we got Daredevil number 132 from 1976. It's a 4.0. And we have this for 15.
Whenever you see a Daredevil book on this show, snatch it up if you want it. Because once Nick realizes that it's on the show, he's going to try to pull it off. So buy this Daredevil book, y'all. That's a great cover, too. That's an early bullseye, too, right?
Yeah, right. Would you call this your pick of the night?
So far for that one, I'm going Spider-Man Batman right now.
There you go. All right. Then we got Fantastic Four number 74 from 1968. It is a 3.0, and we have this one for 30.
All right, I got a new pick of the night. It's this one because every time you got Jack Kirby interiors and covers and Galactus and Surfer and Fantastic Four, it's automatically going to be the pick of the night. Come on, y'all.
And Silver Age, too.
Exactly.
All right. So then we got Fantastic Four number 119 from 1971. This one is a 6.0. And we have it for $15. Marcus, I hope you're not still driving, dude. That's dangerous.
If you're still driving and take the extra time to put the asterisk after Thunderbolts, that's dedication, man. I hope you're like stuck in traffic or at a stoplight or something like that.
All right. So then we got Marvel Team Up number 8 from 1973. It's a 5.5 and got that for 15 as well. All right. Yeah, that's true too. You're right, Corey. All right, guys. Some of these things have been on more than once, and at some point they're going to end up going back to the consignor. So just saying, just letting you know. All right. So Marvel Team Up number 65. Let's see. All right. It is a 4.5, and we have this for 25 from 1977. Cool. Then we got Marvel 2-in-1 number 2 from 1973. It's a 6.5. All right, cool, Marcus. And we got it for $6 from 1973.
That's a great deal and a really cool book. Marvel 2-in-1s are so much fun, y'all.
All right, then last back issue of the night. Submariner number 4 from 1968. It's a 3.5, and we have it for $10. So we got a Silver Age comic here for $10.
Submariner versus Akuma too, man.
There you go. Thank you, Robbie. Did not text what I spoke.
Atuma. Did I say Akuma? It's Atuma, right? Yeah, Akuma is the Street Fighter character. My bad.
Which is a really good game, Robbie.
It is. It is a really good game. Street Fighter 2 is one of my favorites.
Atuma is what Arnold Schwarzenegger did not have.
It's not Akuma. It's Akuma from Street Fighter.
It's not Akuma.
All right, let's do a quick recap. I know we got some people in the room that weren't in the room at the start. All right, so here we go. I'll do sketch covers again, 2 for $100 tonight. If you buy them singly, it's $65 a piece. All right, so starting with Hulk #1 with Galactus cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just a retail of $150. We got tonight for $65. Again, we're doing the 2 for $100 deal. If you buy 2 sketch covers, we'll do it for $50 a piece or $100 total. All right, so then we have Batman #145 with Batman cover sketch by Dan Neidlinger. Just a retail of $150, and we have that for $65. Then we got Avengers #1 with Death of Thor cover sketch by Will Torres. Death of Superman homage. It's just a retail of $150, and we have that for $65. Then we got Superior Spider-Man #1 with Rocket Raccoon cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just a retail of $150, and we have this for Commander in Beef 2. Yes, you can certainly. CIB, 2 quantity, and you want Red Sonja, right? Gotcha. You got it, CIB. All right. So where do we go? All right. So then we have Avengers #1 with Taskmaster cover sketch by Ken Hazer. And we have this one for $50. All right. So then on to back issues. Philadelphia #8. This is variant cover B. It's a 9.2. We got it for $5. Then we have Lumberjanes #1. It's a 9.4, and we have this one for $5. Then we got Spider-Man and Batman. It's a 9.0 to a 9.2. One of Robbie's pick of the nights. It is, and we have this for $20. Boss cover and everything.
If nobody picks this up, it's going to be on my grievance list tonight for the Festivus stream. So,
don't want that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
I'll be like grievance #1, the audience for Comic Collectables with Rockin' Robbie and Rambunctious Rex.
Don't make Robbie come to your house with that street pole of questionable origin.
I'll knock all your books over with it.
We don't want to know how I got to your house. We don't want to know what the state of Alabama is doing about it. We don't want to know none of that, Robbie. Right.
It was lifted from a construction site. Let's just say that.
we don't turn us all.
What do you think they? By the way, let's just say a construction site. What do you think they do with the fences and the poles and all that stuff? You think they just toss it, recycle it, melt it down? Is that what they do?
No idea. Is that a rhetorical question, or
I don't know? I'm just curious as to what they did. I don't think we did anything wrong because it was laying on. It's not like we dug it out of the ground. A car had crashed into.
Now you're worried, huh? Now you're worried, and you could.
What's the statute of limitations on stealing a fence post from a construction site?
No clue at all. But apparently, you said it was a buddy who provided the pole. But now
I didn't do it.
You were at the scene of the crime as well. You need some legal advice, my friend, an attorney.
I do. I'm going to contact my lawyer. What can he'll be like, don't mention it on the stream and you'll be fine.
Too late. All right. So next up, we had the Shadow #1 from 1973. It's a 7.0, and we have this for $15. All right. Next up, we got Wonder Woman #188 from 1970. It is a 5.0, and we have this for $45. Then we got Wonder Woman #1 from 1987, the volume 2, 7.5. And we have this for 15. Then we have Avengers #125 from 1974. It's a 6.0. We have that for 20. Then Avengers #135 from 1975. It's a 4.5. We had that for 15. Then we have Captain America #180 from 1974, 5.0. First appearance of Nomad. I think said Chris Evans is confirmed to come back as Nomad.
Well, he's rumored to be Nomad, but he is confirmed to come back. So,
all right. So this first appearance of Nomad, we have this for 25. Then we have Daredevil #5 from 1964. It's a 5.0, and we have that for 75.
Signed by Ghost.
Signed by Ghost. Then we have Daredevil #132 from 1976. It's a 4.0, and we have that for 15. Then we have Fantastic Four #74 from 1968, and we have that. It's 3.0. We have that for 30.
One of Robbie's picks of the night, y'all. Come on, don't disappoint me. Don't be on my grievance list.
You're talking about a Silver Age book for $30. And then got Fantastic Four #119 from 1971. It's a 6.0. We had that for 15. Then Marvel Team Up #8 from 1973. It's a 5.5, and we had that for 15. And then we got Marvel Team Up #65 from 1977.
Marcus wants to know if we got a COA for Ghost signature.
65. Jay is $25. Or at least I have 25 on my sheet. It's a 4.5. All right. All right, so then we have Marvel 2-in-1 #2 from 1973. It's 6.5, and we have that for $6. And then finally, Submariner #4 from 1968, Silver Age book. It's 3.5, but we also have it for $10. All right, so let's get to the ratios. So we didn't have any from this week, but we do, you know what? We dug up some older ones from the last 2 or 3 weeks. Let's take a look at the ones we got tonight. So first up, we got Absolute Batman #3, 125 ratio by Riley Rossimo. And we have this for 20. That is some cover.
Yeah, it is. And it really does capture the energy of Absolute Batman, which is just extreme ridiculousness, but it's also awesome. So,
all right. So then we got Absolute Batman #3, 1-50 ratio by Steven Subic. And we got this for 30.
This is a Batman that lifts, as evident by this cover right there.
All right, then we got G.I. Joe #2, 110 ratio by David Nakayama. We have this for 5.
Show your love for CoverGirl and G.I. Joe by picking this one up tonight at a great price.
Then we got G.I. Joe #2, 125 ratio by Travis Moore. And we have that for $10. So it looks like everything is below ratio. All right, so then we got G.I. Joe #2, 150 ratio by Otto Schmidt. We got that for 25. Then we got Laura Kinney, Wolverine #1, 125 ratio by Cale New. We had that for 10.
Good pickup, Becky.
G.I. Joe number 2. Gotcha, Becky. Gotcha,
Eddie, we're
Becky.
starting at 9 Eastern tonight for Festivus.
So yeah. So who's going to be on with you? Anyone?
Just the usual band of misfits and conundrums. Jelani and Brooks, and I think Fable's going to be there. Maybe Joe Corallo will make an appearance, and maybe Hammer Time Holeshoe. So it's going to be a fun show.
Very cool. All right, so then we got Ultimate Universe. One year in number 1:100 ratio by Frank Miller. We got this one for 60.
Love this cover. Love Frank Miller. Love this cover. So wild that Frank Miller is doing covers of like The Maker and stuff. You never thought that would have ever happened.
All right, so then we got your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1:125 ratio by Natasha Bustos. And we got this one for 15. All right, so then we got All New Venom number 1:125 ratio by Scan. And we had that for 10.
Picking up some Frank Frazetta vibes on this one, y'all. Snatch it up before they're gone.
So, and the Venom horse, which they took from the movie, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, it was a big deal in the trailer, so they're really going ham with this Venom horse thing, man. I guarantee there's going to be a mini series coming soon of just the Venom horse.
The horse. So that's an interesting question. So looks like Sony is kind of checked out. They've realized they can't make this work. So, I mean, what does everyone think about that? I'm curious.
I'm happy they finally learned the lesson. I'm sad that it took them so long to learn it.
It was, I realized it was the years that Marvel was in trouble and they split the license, right? So that created its own problems, obviously. Like the Tesseract, you couldn't call it the Cosmic Cube because of licensing issues. There was
Fantastic Four and X-Men, like in Fox, and the way they made those deals was to entice people to pick up these properties, these IPs. They basically have the rights indefinitely as long as they have a movie in production,
Right.
And that's the crazy thing about it. That's why Disney basically had to buy Fox to get the X-Men and the Four back, right? And then there's still all the confusion about Hulk rights. Like they can use Hulk, but they can't make a Hulk movie or this or that. Like, that was just a time where Marvel had to make those kind of deals because they were struggling. They were dealing with bankruptcy and all that kind of stuff, right? So
they were trying to sell anything that wasn't nailed down. And they figured they could get more money if they took their high-end lead IPs and break it up. And that's how it ended up happening that way. Sony was off on the right foot with the first Spider-Man series, the movies.
The Sam Raimi ones, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then it just went south, on that.
Well, when they decided to make a when they did decide to work with Marvel, right? And they had Spider-Man could be in Marvel, but Marvel stuff could be in Spider-Man, and they had to work that out. And it was successful for them. But then they had the crazy idea of doing a Spider-Man extended universe with no Spider-Man. Like, I know people like the Venom movies, that's fine. But wouldn't you have rather seen Venom versus Spider-Man in a movie? Like actually done right this time? Wouldn't you have rather seen Kraven as a villain in a Spider-Man movie? Right? Like, who cares about Morbius and Madam Web and Kraven getting solo movies? Like, come on. Let's just those are some great villains you're wasting, right? Like Kraven would be a great Spider-Man villain in the new Sony MCU thing. And if you notice now that they have made the announcement that they're pretty much done with that, now we're starting to get information percolating out about Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland because they realize that that's the cash cow they need to go at. They just got to split it with Marvel, but I think it's better than producing movies that tank.
Yeah,
you know.
I agree. I totally agree with what you're saying there. All right,
And
so
they
then
can keep doing the Spider-Verse animated movies because those work. You know,
those are working. Yeah, the animated stuff they managed to make work, but the live action stuff has just been a complete disaster. I don't know. You know, it just call it what you will. They just could not get it right. Madame Web was so bad, dude. I actually did watch it. Now I'm just like, what is going on here? It was just so bad. And the actress, what's her name?
Dakota Fanning,
Johnson.
was it?
Don Johnson.
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah. Dakota Johnson.
I think it was John Cryer played Madam Web, right? In that. It was a callback to like 30. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
No, that was Michael Cudlitz.
I know. I just.
John
Cryer did play Luther in the Supergirl show, though, so I'm not crazy. Like,
no, he did.
Okay,
he did, you're right.
Because I knew that Ducky played Luther at some point.
So Commander in Beef said he watched it for Sydney Sweeney alone. I guess that's a reason. I just, it was just so bad. And Dakota Johnson
would be a much better Black Cat, I think, in this point in her career, man. Like, people would eat that up, man.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Yeah,
so
Barlord, you're right. Sydney said that she did that movie to get, what was that romantic comedy that she did this year or something that was actually was kind of a hit? I think she did that movie so that she could get the other movie greenlit or something like that. That's our future Barbarella, y'all. Very excited.
All right. So next up, we got All New Venom number 1:50 ratio by Eric Larson. Now that's a hell of a cover right there. And we have this for $25. And then we have Iron Man Volume 7, number 2, 125 ratio by DK Ruan. And we have this one for $8. Then we have Venom War number 5, 125 ratio by Kyle Hotz. And we have that for $8.
I see what you're saying, Preston, but I would definitely I would definitely prefer Sydney Sweeney in a reboot of Red Shoe Diaries, the movie. Let's do that. How about that? If you know, you know.
All right, so then we got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 62, 125 ratio by Francesco Mobili. And we have that for $8.
Yeah, Jay, just let her be the new David Duchovny, man. Let her be the one reading the stories, Let's do that. I have a 5-year plan for Red Shoe Diaries, the reboot, if anybody's out there owns the right and they're interested.
She can narrate it and star in every single scene.
All right, so then got Justice League Unlimited, Volume 2, number 1, 125 ratio by Dave Wilkins. And we had that for $7. So at this point, we're giving ratios away pretty much. All right, so then we've got Justice League Unlimited, Volume 2, number 1, 1:50 ratio by Edwin Galman. And we had that for $10. Then we had Justice League Unlimited Volume 2, number 1, 250 Jim Lee ratio. We had that for $200, but if you get this, you get the 150 and 125 thrown in as well.
Yeah, Preston's right. Nick, you need to look to see who's got the Red Shoe Diaries license. I'm glad so many people remember that show, not just me.
All right, then we got Spider-Boy Volume 2, number 3, 110 ratio by Michael Cho. And we have that for $8. And then West Coast Avengers Volume 4, number 1, 110 ratio by Damon Kim. And we have that for $5, cover price. Then West Coast Avengers Volume 4, number 1, 125 ratio by Gerardo Sandoval. And we have that for 8 as well. Oh. All right. So off the air. It's weird.
I want a box set. I want a Blu-ray box set of Red Shoe Diaries. Who can make that happen? That's what I want. It used to be on Tubi, but it's not on there anymore, man. Did you ever watch that show, Rex? Did you ever watch Red Shoe Diaries back in the day?
No, I did not. Nope.
He's like, nope. I'm not going to admit that on the air.
Like you stealing from the pole from a construction site. Not going to admit that. This is recorded, my friend. People search, court cases have unraveled because of YouTube.
Hey, if the city of Huntsville wants to come after me for that, I got enough grievances against them that we can make it work. We can work out a deal.
It doesn't work that way, my friend. I hate to break it to you.
I don't know. Do you know who I am? I'm the best hair winner of 2023. Okay. That's it.
Did they have a parade in Huntsville
for that?
Mm-hmm.
No, they did not. No, they did not.
I would like you to try that at the local police station, see what they say.
I should just bring it in and be like, I'm turning myself in. They'll be like, really, dude, just keep it, man. What are we going to do with that, man?
Oh my God. So tune in to Triple B's channel after the show. He's doing the unboxing of Sweetie Candy Vigilante. So it should be interesting. And Nick is doing the original art show on Friday. So everyone keep that in mind. All right. Robbie is doing his Festivus at 9 Eastern tonight.
Festivus.
Should be interesting. You may hear more about the stolen pole.
No, I won't say that on my own channel. I'll say it here. We're amongst friends here.
Channel, you can delete the show. Here, you don't have that kind of control.
Yeah, I do. All I got to do is file a complaint to YouTube and say that you did, like, I don't know. I can come up with something. I'll be like, there was some bullying going on by Rex on this show.
Except it's all recorded right now, Robbie.
I told y'all my friend did it. His name is Mike. Mike Matthews is the one who did.
Wow, you named him like that, dude? You better watch your back, man. You just named him out like that. You called him out like that? Wow, dude. Yeah, committing no crimes over Robbie ever.
I'll tell you, they grill me. They bring me into the interrogation room. I'm just like, it was my friend Mike. He's the one that did it. It wasn't me. They'll be like, dude, this is about something completely different.
Hopefully Mike does not watch this show. All right, so to remind everyone, the giveaway tonight is Red Sonja Empire of the Damned cosplay cover. And as always, the hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase. Make sure you get that in. He's doing a Ray Lewis. All right. So I figured we'd go to the break before we got Dynamite books. We got last week's, and this week we have one release. Vampirella Holiday 2024. It's the holiday special book. Obviously, we don't release a lot of new titles. I mean, for God's sakes, NCBD is on Christmas, so we're not going to do that. Hey, Phil, what's going on, buddy? All right, so when we get back, before we get to Dynamite books, we'll do a full Rex cap for anyone that joined us late. Just kind of having fun today, talking about the Superman trailer, talking about Robbie's Life of Crime.
I tell you what, dude, if they do come at me, Rex, I'm gonna be like, Rex Wang. He's somewhere up in Jersey. He's the one who did it.
Okay, Becky, you want 3 $5 grab bags and 1 time. Yep. All fantasy and noir detective themes. Okay. So let me see. 3 of the 5s. All right. 3 quantity. All right. And you want one of the 10s. Gotcha. All right. Let me make sure
Rex Wang does sound like a fake name, Marcus. You're right. They'd be like, you're lying. There's no such person named Rex Wang.
They think I got away with all this stuff all these years.
You get a room full of aluminum poles, don't you?
That's how I feel about Dave. That's how I feel about Dave Franco. That doesn't sound like a real name either.
Fantasy and Noir Detectives. All right. Gotcha, Becky. All right. There you go. All right, Lewis, what's going on, buddy? All right, so Jay, take us to our last and final break, and we'll do a full Rexcat and then get into this week's Dynamite books. All right? Hang out. We're having fun.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
You love comic books. You collect comic books. But even if you own a rare, expensive issue, it's still a copy. How would you like to own a piece of comic book history? The actual art pages the comics were made from? Oh no, you say. That's too expensive. Regular people can't afford that stuff. Can they? Nick Barucci says yes. Join the founder of Dynamite Entertainment for the original art experience on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Incredible art at almost unbelievable prices. Does he have some high-dollar pieces for the high rollers? Sure, but Nick always makes sure to find amazing pieces priced for the fledgling collector. You can collect original comic art. The original art experience. Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Hey, we're back. All right, Mike Adsbill has a question. He wants to see Justice League Unlimited, Volume 2, Number 1, 1/250 Jim Lee variant. It comes, if you get this one, you get the 1 in 50 and 125 as well. And we have for 200. So it would be the 1 in 250, the 1 in 50, and 125. But if you want it, Mike, I'll give you a special deal. I'll do it tonight for 180 for you. And you still get all 3 books.
Sweet.
So let me know, Mike Aspel, if you want it. So give Mike a second. I get the feeling that Mike is driving because he said he was driving. He's listening. Yeah. So now it's 180. All right. So, hey, Robbie Rose, what's up? All right. So, Mike, yeah, collecting dudes, obviously Alex. So, and he priced that up, but doesn't matter because if he comes in here and complains, I will just use the taser. Hell,
this is it's Christmas week, Hanukkah week. It's the holiday season. It's time to be expressing gratitude. So I just want to say how thankful I am for you guys at Dynamite. You helped me set up some really great conversations on Fridays that we have all the time. Alex is usually a big part of that. And I'm so thankful and grateful for everybody that y'all have brought onto my channel. But this last week, I had a great conversation with the new writer of Darkwing Duck, Daniel Kibblesmith. And I think he's my new best friend. I love that. Dude. Really, Alex saw it happen. He saw a friendship blossom on that show. So everybody go check out the rewind.
Friday conversations too. But it really was actually pretty special to see you two click. Like, guys, if you haven't watched, Robbie does great interviews, but if you haven't watched a Friday with Daniel Kibblesmith, like those two were just on the same wavelength. It was pretty great.
Yeah,
so Mike,
it was really great.
Mike, Rex gave you an extra 10% off. That's a great deal for all 3 books. $180 for the Jim Lee Hush, 1 and 250. So we'll give you first refusal. So Mike, hope you like that price. It's a 3 books price to 1.
Driving somewhere, so
drive safe and don't be distracted for safe driving. So there we go.
Yeah, you keep talking to him. All right, so all right, we'll wait for Mike to get back to us. All right, so let's do the full Rex cap. Here we go. So, as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we got it for $5. Then we have the DF grab bag, new and revamped, $15 for $10. Indie Marvel DC. Then we've got the DF mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive. 10 back issues, $200 retail value guaranteed. We normally sell for $100. Tonight we got it for $85. Then we got Hulk #1 with Galactus cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just at retail for $150, and we have it for $65. If you buy 2 sketch covers tonight, I'll do 2 for $100, so each one will be $50 in that situation. All right, so then we got Batman #145 with Batman cover sketch by Dan Neilinger. It's just a retail $150. We got it for $65. Then we got Avengers #1 with Death of Thor cover sketch by Will Torres. Death of Superman homage. It's just a retail of $150. We got it for $65. Then we got Avengers #1 with Taskmaster cover sketch by Ken Hazer. And we have this one for $50. You know what? I'll do this one-time special tonight for the Avengers #1 for $45. Anybody?
Y'all are always asking for more Ken Hazer. Here it is, $45. Fan favorite character, fan favorite artist.
All right. So then we got Philadelphia #8. It's variant cover B. It's 9.2. We got that for $5. Then we have Lumberjanes #1. It's a 9.4, and we have that for $5. Then we have Spider-Man and Batman. That is Robbie's pick of the night. One of Robbie's pick of the nights. It's a 9.0 to a 9.2 embossed cover, and we have this for $20.
Yeah, and if nobody picks this up, I'm going to be airing my grievances. I'm going to be adding this chat to that grievance. Come on, y'all.
You got it, buddy.
Nice pickup, Mike.
Let me just find it for you. Mike Asbell.
Someone get the Spider-Man Batman. Come on, y'all. Don't disappoint me.
Yeah, you don't want
Festivus. This is the wrong day to disappoint somebody that celebrates Festivus. You know what I'm saying?
Not Festivus. And in another 2 hours, 2.5. Don't want to do that, man.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. You're going to be at the top of the list.
Could be bad. All right. So then we got the Shadow #1 from 1973. It's 7.0, and we got it for $15.
You've already seen me doxing one of my best friends tonight over fear of the.
And he just ratted one out like that, man. Like that. Named them. First name, last name. Dude, it was bad.
Well, if you guys have noticed, I've been starting on my villain arc. I'm about to do a heel turn in 2025. You just wait and see.
You're doing good. You're doing good, man. All right. Wonder Woman number 188 from 1970. It's a 5.0. We have for 45. Then we got Wonder Woman number 1 from 1987. It's a 7.5, and we have for 15. And a reminder, so Nick came in. So everyone who purchases something tonight is going to get a promo card from a crowdfunder. We haven't decided yet. So you're going to get an extra gift with everything you purchase tonight. There we go. All right. So then we have Avengers number 125 from 1974. It's 6.0. We have that for 20. Then we have Avengers number 135 from 1975. It's 4.5, and we have that for 15. Then we have Captain America number 180 from 1974. First appearance of Nomad. As we know, Chris Evans will be returning. We don't know in what capacity, but Nomad seems to make sense. It's a 5.0. We have this for 25. Then we have Daredevil number 5 from 1964. It's a 5.0, and we have this for 75. Preston, your free gift is the Fantastic Four number 295, my friend. But we'll get to that. All right. So then we got Daredevil number 132 from 1976. It's a 4.0, and we got that for 15. Then we have Fantastic Four number 74 from 1968. It's a 3.0, but it's also $30. Then we got Fantastic Four number 119 from 1971. It's a 6.0. We have that for 15. Then we got Marvel Team Up number 8 from 1973. It's a 5.5, and we got that for 15. Then we have Marvel Team Up number 65 from 1977. And it's a 4.5, and we have this for 25. Then we got Marvel 2-in-1 number 2 from 1973. It's 6.5, and we have that for 6. Then we have Submariner number 4 from 1968. It's a 3.5, and we have this for 10. All right, then we get to ratios. Leonard, what's up, man? Absolute Batman number 3, 125 ratio by Riley Rossmo. We have that for 20. Then we got Absolute Batman number 3, 150 ratio by Stefan Subic. And we have that for 30. And then we have G.I. Joe number 2, 110 ratio by David Nakayama. And we have that for 5. Then we have G.I. Joe number 2, 125 by Travis Moore. We have that for 10. Then we got G.I. Joe number 2, 150 ratio by Otto Schmidt. And we have that for 25. Then we got Laura Kinney, Wolverine number 1, 125 ratio by Cale New. We have that for 10. Then we got Ultimate Universe 1 Year In, number 1, 1/100 ratio by Frank Miller. And we have that for 60. Then we have your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1, 125 ratio by Natasha Bustos. And we have that for 15. And then we've got All New Venom number 1, 125 ratio by Scan. We have that for 10. Then we got All New Venom number 1, 150 ratio by Eric Larson. We had that for 25. Then we have Iron Man Volume 7, number 2, 125 ratio by DK Ruan. We have that for 8. Then we got Venomore number 5, 125 ratio by Kyle Hotz. And we have that for 8. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 62, 125 ratio by Francesco Mobili. We have that for 8. Then we got Justice League Unlimited Volume 2, number 125 ratio by Dave Wilkins, and we had that for 7. Then we got Justice League Unlimited Volume 2, number 150 ratio by Edwin Galvan, and we had that for 10. Then we got Spider-Boy Volume 2, number 3, 110 ratio by Michael Cho, and we had that for 8. Then we got West Coast Avengers Volume 4, number 1, 110 ratio by Dan Kim, and we had the cover price of 5. Then we got West Coast Avengers Volume 4, number 1, 125 ratio by Gerardo Sandoval. And we had that for 8. All right. So last week's Dynamite books, starting with DuckTales number 2. And we had that at cover price of $4.99. There's certain ones that are going to be more. If you're interested and you're looking for them, let us know which cover you're looking for. Divergence, things like that, obviously run more than cover. All right. So then we got DuckTales number 1 and 2, 1 and 2 for cover at $9.98. Then we got Gargoyles Winter Special number 1, and we get that at cover of $5.99. And then also last week we had Johnny Quest number 5. And we have that at cover price of $4.99. And if you want to catch up on Johnny Quest, get issues number 1 through 5, the complete run up to this point. We have it for $24.95. So then we have Lilo and Stitch number 8 for $4.99. Then we have Lilo and Stitch number 1 through 8, the complete run. And we have that for $39.92. And then we got Sweetie Candy Vigilante Volume 2, number 6 for cover price of $4.99. Then we have the complete run, Sweetie Candy Vigilante Volume 2, number 1 through 6 for $29.94. Then we had Thundercats number 11, $4.99 or higher. And then we have Thundercats Apex number 1 ZF Mark Spears Premium Metal Dynamite.com exclusive. And we had that for $100. All right, so then this week, the only release we have from Dynamite, Vampirella Holiday 2024 special. Number 1, cover A by Jay Lee. We got this for cover price of $4.99. Then we got cover 1B by Joseph Michael Linzer. We had that for $4.99. And Vampirella Holiday 2024 special, number 1, cover C by Dan Panosian. Also cover price. Then cover D, cosplay, Dizzy M. Slizzy. Sweet 1 through 6. You got it, Mr. No. I can certainly do that. Nope. Okay, gotcha, buddy. All right, so Triple B will take a 1A and a 1C. Gotcha, Triple B. All right, so then we got cover D. Wait, I said that, didn't I did. Sorry, my bad. All right, so now we got cover K, Jay Lee, red line art for cover price of $4.99. And then cover L, Jay Lee, green line art, also for cover price.
For some reason, it didn't pop up the green one.
All right. Well, looks like the red one, except it's green.
This Jay Lee cover though for the holiday specials is in the lining. It's in the works right now. Like this might be the cover of the week. I love this cover so much.
Babe. All right, and that's it. That's all we got for tonight, guys. And I know we're a little bit light on people in the room because it is Christmas Eve, as Ed Weird pointed out. So I'm sure people got stuff to do. Marcus is driving somewhere. Mike Asbill's driving somewhere. So, you want Mr. Note? You want the Linzer and Vampy? Is that correct? Just making sure. I'm going to put you down. If I'm incorrect, Mr. Note, let me know. So, Preston. Yeah, that's all. Really, not joking. Weird. Merry Christmas. See you all, you guys next week. Keep in mind, Nick is still doing the original art show on Friday. So tune in. Some great art. And last Friday, I saw submission forms. There were a lot of giveaways, and more than normal. The man is giving away art. All right. So hey, I left Rudolph alone today. So there you go. Thundercats backer kit. Check that out if you would. We'd appreciate it.
Some great Mark Spears covers available there too.
So then
I had a great conversation with Mark last Thursday, by the way. He had nothing but positive things to say about Nick Barucci and Dynamite. So
there you go.
that was great. That was super fun.
So there's the link, PCP Festivus. So tune in, check it out. The airing of grievances.
That's my best part, Rex. We got to bring you on for one of those one day. I think you'd be great with that.
That's right. That is right up my alley.
I got a lot of problems with you people, and now you're gonna hear about it.
It was like Festivus was made for me, man. I'm telling you, bro. That if I didn't have to go to my daughter's tonight, I'd be in there.
Are you gonna go there and start? I know that your daughter doesn't disappoint you much, right? But like. You really just need to give her at least one good grievance. You called me at the beginning of the show. Every Monday.
So, you know why she called me? She called me because someone almost T-boned her. It's like,
oh no, almost though. That's good.
It's that time of the year. But then why are you calling me to let me know that you almost got into an accident?
Then she causes an accident because she's on the phone.
It's like, she goes, I'm a sense driver. It's everyone else.
That's where I'm at. This is honestly one of my grievances tonight, but where I'm at, traffic gets so bad this time of the year. I can't even imagine what it's like up in Jersey and New York and Philly, man.
Or person.
Items. Right. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many people, because once I say this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is everybody saying that the mail delivers better than Comcast? Is that what we're talking about? By the way, did everybody hit the thumbs up?
I have no idea. I can't see from here.
Anyway, right now we're going to do something special.
Okay.
$1, one random Marvel, DC, or Dynamite incentive. Everybody can buy one. So, might be a 10-copy incentive, a 20, a 25.
So everybody needs to do their best RoboCop.
You can watch, if you want, you can watch the rewind.
Exactly.
And see which ones we present tonight.
Well, no. I mean, to buy other stuff, you mean, right?
Well, to do that, but to see the incentive.
Well, no, the incentive won't be anything we showed tonight.
Oh.
It's a blind bag. So if you...
So
CID and Preston wants it.
Yeah. So it would... Free shipping? No, Marcus. No free shipping. I'm selling it for $1. All
right. So Preston wants one, and it's a ratio.
It'll be a ratio. Just we're gonna pick a random book for $1. And you know what? If you want us to hold it until your next purchase, we'll hold it to your next purchase.
All right. So Becky's taking one.
We got Becky,
that's 3 people. Preston. If we can get 5 people to claim this, I won't put you guys on my grievance list tonight. So come on.
All right. All right. So we got Commander B, Preston, Becky. Come on, guys. 2 more. Again, BBB Hardcore, 1 more to go. We can hold your order. Preston's going in blind. And Miguel. All right, we got 5.
Preston. All right.
Again, if you don't have anything ordered, we will hold it for you.
Yeah. And if you want to do this and you haven't decided yet, you can always fill out the submission form. Leonard. Okay,
Leonard,
gotcha,
P,
Leonard.
thank
Nice,
you.
Leonard.
And he'll take a West Coast Avengers as well, the Blue Bolt cover.
All right, hold on. All right,
Marcus is going to buy one to give to you.
Oh, thank you, Marcus. All right, so hold on. Leonard, do you want which one?
He wants the Blue West Coast Avengers.
So, which one is that?
I have no idea.
That's the blue
Is that
bolt,
the one
isn't
in
it? Like,
10?
the 1 in 25, maybe?
So, is that the 110 or the 125? I'm not sure.
The 1 in 10 has Bolt on it. The 1 in 25 is the one with Ultron on it.
So the 1 in
All right.
10 then.
So, Leonard. Gotcha, Leonard. All right. So, let's do the drawing.
Preston, I'll do them for 2025. I promise. I know I promised that before, but I'll definitely do them.
Jay, if you would, can you spin the wheel?
By the way,
first?
Marcus is clever. Just hit me.
Why?
He got free shipping because he gave it to you.
He
Marcus
did figure
is-
out a way to get it free shipping, didn't he?
He did. He did.
Go for it.
What's the giveaway?
Red Sonja Empire, the damn cosplay.
Okay.
And the winner
Good luck.
is
Commander
Beef. Congrats, bro.
Hold on, I'm going to pick another giveaway.
Oh, yeah. The holiday spirit is within Nick. Saint Nick, some would say.
All right, so hold up. Nick's gonna grab something, and then we're gonna do this again. You do not need to enter in again.
So I'm going
Right,
to tell you all
that's
this. Like, you guys know I do the Dynamite interviews. Me and Alex are really trying to get Nick to commit to being on my show on Friday. So everybody needs to spam the chat right now that you want to see Nick on PCP on Friday. Come on, y'all.
Why don't you ask Ruben how long that took, Robbie?
I don't even remember how limited this is. This might be limited
So
to like
Shino.
20 copies. I don't even know.
Okay.
Don't hold me to it. I don't remember. Somehow it got shrink wrapped.
All right. So Jay, if you could.
Oh, this was a contest cover. You had to enter a contest to get it. Wow. This is really rare.
All right. So here we
Second
go.
roll.
And the winner is TJ.
Nice.
And TJ, TJ, you sure you want us to hold it now that you won the big prize?
TJ, I didn't. Hold on. Let me see.
All right, we're gonna do 2 more. Alex said we need to do 2 for
It's a
Hanukkah.
holiday miracle. You thought there was one, but there's more. There's more. And guess what I found? I found the Barbarella Holiday Special. That's right. This is from 2018. This is one of the first run of Barbarella. This is the Barbarella Holiday Special.
That's a really nice shirt, Alex, by the way. That's a really nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That was very nice.
You almost look like Wesley from Star Trek, just a little bit, right? You need the rainbow stripes on the top of it.
Rex, did you get Mike's?
Yeah, I got Mike. I got TJ.
All right, so this is the
All right,
Barbarella.
You better get a sticky note and put it on there.
Okay.
Because we're giving away so much, and then a $1 bag, I can't even keep track.
Don't be so grumpy, Rex. Come on. This is the holiday spirit, man. We're giving stuff away.
I'll
Come
be
on.
grumpy.
You're a
Hey, at
mean
least
one.
I'm not right now.
Mr.
I
Rex. What? All right, let's give this one away. This is the Barbarella Holiday Special.
Let's go.
I'll write it on the back. So, who won that one? The last one?
Last one, I got that. TJ Jones.
Hey, Triple B.
Nice.
And you know what? Because it is the holiday, guys, I found one more holiday special. This one is the Red Sonja Holiday Special. There's 2 great stories in here. Rory Thomas has one too. Whoa. So here you go. This is another giveaway. It's a holiday miracle. Make it happen.
No whammies tonight, everybody.
Johnny Sanchez. So, Johnny, we'll need you to fill out submission form. I don't know if you placed a claim with us in the past.
Yeah, Johnny, are you still in the room? Johnny, if you're in the room, we need your information. You won, but we still got to get you your book. So if you can fill out the claim form, it'll give us your information so we can send you the book. If we don't have your claim form, there is no Wonka vision. I physically cannot get you the book without the claim form. So here you go. And I just want to wish everybody very happy holidays. And
so everyone be safe. All right, wherever you're going to be, have a great holiday. Tune in to Robbie's channel tonight, 9 Eastern, for Festivus and the complaints that you may or may not register. But be careful. Do not commit crimes with Robbie. He'll rat you out. All right, there we go.
I'll throw you under the bus.
Without even blinking. All right, so everyone, we appreciate you. And have a great holiday. See you in 2025 for our next show. All right.
We show on Monday, don't we?
Yeah.
Mondays.
Sure. Yeah, that's technically there's one more show.
Yeah.
One more
so,
show.
11 Eastern, 10 Central. I don't have a thumbnail, but it's Best Coast Comics. It's going to be holiday themed. So
Cool.
be sure to check that out after you listen to Robbie grief about people. Should be fun.
He's doing a box opening, I believe.
Triple B, actually, it's already up on YouTube. It's not live.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. I will not be here next Monday. Next Monday is Jenna's birthday. She wants to do a live birthday stream, so I'm doing that for her. So just take care, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Sounds good. All right. So, Robbie, have a great Christmas, man.
Yeah, my first grievance now is that next week Jay's not going to be here, and we're probably going to be stuck with Kyle or somebody. So yeah, that's fun.
Oh,
peace, everyone. Be safe.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.